While sawing, the profile's position on the sawing table is very important. It's the basis of perfect miters. In order to achieve this, the machine tools have to be sharp enough and the machines have to be well adjusted and adequately lubricated. Use the appropriate clamps and ensure that the supply and outlet table does not show any chips or other contaminants. When the operations are performed in a conventional way, the various operation positions must be outlined on the profiles first. We refer to the catalogue for the exact positions. The various operations are performed with the Reynaers punching tool, milling machine or drill. For a sliding window, this involves the following punching tool operations: the holes for the screw connection on the outer frames, the recess at the top and bottom of the chicane profile. Always wear safety goggles and ear protection when working with the milling machine. The milling machine creates the holes for the lock, the cylinder and the handle in the leaf profile. Position the cylinder in the cylinder hole when the profile is on the machine to make certain that everything fits. The receiver for the lock in the outer frame. With the drill and drill jig, we then create the holes for the hinges in the outer frame and leaf profile. Ensure that the machine surfaces are deburred afterwards. These operations can also be performed by a CNC machine using the Reynaers Pro data. The corner connections can be made in various ways. During this training we use crimping. This is done as follows. The saw cuts always have to be clean and burr-free. We apply Reynaers protector to the saw cut. Then we shift the crimp corners and corner supports into the chambers. All profiles are shifted over the corners in order to obtain a complete frame. The mechanical connection is made by crimping. Always use the right crimping cutters and crimping block. Make sure that the machine is adequately adjusted and that the frame is flat on the table, resulting in a perfectly level and closed miter. Afterwards, we apply two-component adhesive to the glue injection holes provided. The frame is then completely cleaned. We conclude by placing the support corners. We repeat the same operations for the leaf. Now we will apply the gaskets. We'll start with the flipper gaskets. We cut the flipper gasket with special shears. During this training we use prefabricated corner pieces. When we apply the gasket, we make it about 10 mm per meter longer to compensate for any shrinkage. Then we glue the gaskets to the prefabricated corner pieces with vulcanizing agent. We conclude by applying the glazing gaskets. The glazing gasket is cut with special shears. When we apply the gasket, we ensure that it's about 10 mm per meter longer to compensate for any shrinkage. Then we glue the cuts with vulcanizing agent. Reynaers provides a huge range of door hardware, but we can only show one type of hardware in this instruction film, that of a flat, inward opening door. During basic training, we fit a Subinco one-point lock and two-piece Dr. Hahn hinges. To fit other hardware, please consult our access catalogue. We do the following. We screw the anchors into the holes we drilled for the hinges. The hinges are secured in these screw anchors. Then we place the lock, the cylinder, the handle and the cylinder plates into the leaf. The brush profile is secured at the bottom of the leaf and the brush is pushed into the brush profile. We then prepare the brush units, which we secure to the leaf and frame afterwards. We finish the leaf by placing the drainage caps. The lock receiver is secured in the outer frame. We then hang the leaf in the framework. Now we can use and test the hardware for the first time. The further adjustment of the hardware is discussed in great detail in the aluminium joinery and installation training program. Now we place the different glass supports. These support blocks distribute the weight of the glass along the door leaf. Proper placement is very important for the door's operation. The catalogue provides several drawings showing how each door type is placed correctly. The glazing beading must be sawn to size. It's best measured after the window has been fully assembled. First we place the bottom and upper glazing beading. The vertical glazing beading goes in between. We conclude by performing a final quality check.